I've been buying books again. And quite a few, because this is only a third of all the books that I got in December. So grab a drink and sit back, because I'm about to show you my December book haul. But first of all, Happy New Year. I hope you had a great start of 2025. I sure did, because we started the year in England. Me and my family spent the holidays there and we had a wonderful time. Whenever we're in England, we love to go shop for books. I'm not the only reader here in the house. Both my husband and my children love to read as well. So every bookshop we can find, or any shop that sells books, we have to go in and look for hidden treasures, because England is book heaven for us. We always find beautiful editions or great bargains there. So whenever we go home, we take back a lot of books. This time we brought 45 books home and 15 of them were mine. In this video, I'd like to show each and every one of them. But not only that, because I also have my book boxes. So when I got home, there were 4 books waiting for me as well. I'll show them in this video too. I did already take the books out of the boxes to save a bit of time, because I have 19 books to show you in this video, which also means I will not go very in depth with every description, but without further ado, let's start. I'm going to show you the books in no particular order. I'm just going to start with this one first, and it's A Pirate's Life 40 by Rebecca Thorne. And it's the Waterstones signed exclusive edition. I bought this one because I already have the first book, which is also a Waterstones signed exclusive edition. And I saw this in the shop and it just had to come home with me. I can't tell you much about it because I haven't read the first one yet. But I bought that one because the synopsis sounded great and people were very enthusiastic about it. It's a cozy fantasy. So I'm really looking forward to reading it. I will show you the signature as well. And if you'd like, you can pause the video and read the synopsis yourself. The second one I want to show you is The West Wind by Alexandra Warwick. This is the second book in a series. I already have the first one, The North Wind, also read that one, liked it. It's a series of 4 books, if I'm correct, but each can be read as a standalone. And the main theme is that it's always about a god and a woman who encounter each other and have to survive a perilous situation and, of course, fall in love with each other. It's romantasy. Like the first one, wanted to read the next one, so there it is. The next 2 books are part of a series. The series is Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and this is the sequel, Reckless. And I had heard of these books before. It's a very popular series. These are the first 2 books. I think it's meant to be a trilogy. The third one is not out yet. There is a companion novel as well. But this was a bundle deal. So I was already interested in reading this one. So when I saw them as a bundle deal, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity for me to bring them home and try them. The next book is a book I already own. It's Sabriel by Garth Nix. I had bought this book last year in the summer in England as well, in a charity shop, because I had to read it for a prompt of the Our Fantasy Book Bingo, in which I am participating. I wasn't sure whether I was going to like it, so when I saw a very old edition in a charity shop for 50p or something, I thought it would be fine to take that home and read it. But I really liked it. I very much enjoyed Garth Nix's writing style. So if you want to know what it's about, go check my Goodreads because my review is on there. But when I saw this edition, which looks so much better than the one I already have, I could not resist buying this one and swap it for the one that's now on my shelf. The next book is also by Garth Nix. It's The Left-Handed Booksellers of London. I had never heard of this one before, so it was quite a surprise when I found this in a shop. But the synopsis sounded great, and like I said, I really liked Sabriel, so couldn't resist taking this one home. I'll show you the synopsis so you can pause the video if you want and read it yourself. Looking forward to it. If you like reading, if you've been on BookTok or Bookstagram or anywhere where they talk about books, you must have heard about this one, Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. It's a huge hype right now, and I found it half priced in the shop. It's a beautiful edition. You can see the silver foiling on it. It's quite a chunky one. But I have heard so much good about it. So I really look forward to reading this. I'll show you the synopsis so you can read it yourself. But this was one of the bargains, so could resist. 5 Broken Blades by My Corland. This was quite a funny coincidence because this is a book I had just heard Becca of Becca and the Books talk about, and she was so enthusiastic about it. The synopsis sounds great. It's a very nice edition with beautiful sprayed edges. And when I looked it up on Goodreads, I saw that Rick Riordan was also very enthusiastic about it, and I love Rick Riordan's books. So what's not to like? Why should I leave it there? Come home with me. And let me see, there is a synopsis on the back. I'll show it to you. And then we're going on to the next one, which is another book I really wanted to get when in England, because I bought the first 2 books in this series as well. This one is The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore, and it's a romance book, which I don't often read, but I have already read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore and the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Like those. It's a series, but you can read them as standalones because the main characters are different every time, and it's really romance, but very cute romance. And as you can see, this was perfect for the holidays, real Christmas vibes. I have already read it, really enjoyed it. Again, you can find my review on Goodreads. And I like the foiling. Like I said, I don't normally read romance, but all the Christmas books were on sale. And this one was only £1. So I think I already bought my Christmas read for 2025, Christmas at the Borough Bookshop. And I can make a beautiful tale about why I bought this, but to be honest, it was only because it is Christmas and Bookshop. And I like Christmas and I like bookshops, and it sounded cute. And it had quite an okay rating on Goodreads, so it's really as simple as that. The next 2 books are by the same author, Carissa Broadbent, and they are 6 Scorched Roses and The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. These books are set in the same world as The Serpent and the Wings of Night and The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, which were a duology that I enjoyed very much. They are of the series of Crowns of Nyaxia, and the main character in this book have to look up her name, Misha. She's one of the main side characters of the first duology that I just mentioned. And this will also be a duology. This is the first one of a second duology, all set in the same world. This one is a novella, which features two of the characters that are mentioned in the first duology. Sounds cute, might be an easy read in between other books. I'll show you the synopsis, but like I said, I really like the first two books, so I'm hoping to like these as well. Then the synopsis for the Songbird. And then we're on to the next one. We're getting close to the end of the haul from England. Let me see. The Story Collector by Evie Woods. Evie Woods is also the writer of The Lost Bookshop. Own the book, haven't read it yet, but what I found really fascinating in these books is that they're like fantasy mysteries. Both books take place in Ireland, which I've been once, really loved it. So that is also one of the main things that I like about them. But both the stories are about a mystery involving books and bookshops. They sound great. They have mythical elements. So I hope to be able to read at least one of them this year. I'll show you the synopsis on the back again. And then we're going to put that to one side. Only 2 books left of my haul, I think. Yes. And this is Rebel Skies by Anse Lynn. Love the cover. When I saw it, it really spoke to me. Also like the synopsis. It seems like it's not purely fantasy. It felt a bit sci-fi as well. It's, I think, a middle grade book. So, might also be for one of the children. But I bought it, so it's on my list. It's in my pile. I'll show you the synopsis. And then we're going on to the last book, which is a beauty. It's Rewitched by Lucy Jane Wood, and it's a Waterstones exclusive edition because of these beautiful sprayed edges. Isn't it cute? This is a cozy fantasy about a witch that is about to lose her powers because she doesn't use them. I've heard quite a lot about them. It sounds like a really cute story. People are often really enthusiastic about it. Again, the synopsis. And I'm really happy to have found this beautiful edition. Beautiful end papers, and was half price, so couldn't resist. Again, which happens quite a lot when I'm there. Can't resist quite a few books. Those are the 15 books that I got in England. But like I said, when I got home, there were book boxes waiting for me. I have skipped a book box, the Illumicrate one. The book for this month was very sci-fi, and I'm not usually leaning to sci-fi, so I was not interested in that one. But that meant I still got the 2 Lock Library books, the Fairyloot book, and I skipped the Owlcrate YA as well, which was more horror leaning, but I got an invite for the Owlcrate adult book. I'll tell you later why I was so happy with that, but first of all, I'm going to show you the Fairyloot book. And the Fairyloot book is A Language of Dragons by S.F. Williamson, and it's a beautiful edition. Love the purple. and it has gorgeous edges which flow very nicely from top to bottom. And here is the back. Going to show you the reversed dust jacket. Don't know much about the book. I read the synopsis, of course, but that was a while ago when I decided whether I should skip this one. Decided not to, so it did sound interesting. And what I can tell you about the book is that it is about a woman that is going to study the language of dragons, but finds out a secret which is potentially dangerous. By the way, really like this as well. Might almost be tempted to swap this one, but I really like the foiling from the original side. So that's the dilemma. Might even take the dust jacket off, by the way, because look at the beautiful hardback, naked hardback. More gold foiling. Very, very cool dragon on it. And it flows perfectly from front to back. And then the end papers are really nice. Love the art style of it. Makes me think of a greenhouse. Not sure it is, of course, but... And like the uniform she's wearing. It's set in the early 90s, or... Wait, I'm going to look that up. 1923. Back side of it. Also very beautiful. So it's a beautiful edition. Really happy with it. I'm going to show you the synopsis again so you can read it. And then we're going on to the next book, which is the Log Library Forbidden Wing one. The Gifted by Katie Galvin. Beautiful book, very classic in a way. Love the blue. And the edges, really nice. They don't really flow very well. I think that's a bit too bad. As you can see, it ends here and then it starts with a different pattern here and here as well. And the one thing I dislike about the book, and it's not a big dislike, it's just I don't get why they chose this very, very blue cover. It's like a petrol, I think. This is beautiful. Absolutely. The chain-like borders, the sword, very beautiful. Of course, the sides again with the Forbidden Wing key. Like this as well. I just wish they had chosen like a different blue, maybe a bit darker blue, because it stands out a bit too much when you compare it to this one. But that's how I feel about it. Overall, it is a beautiful book. I will show you the synopsis again so you can read it. And then we quickly go on to the third book, which is also a Log Library one. This is their regular subscription, and it is The Haunting of Moscow House by Olesia Solnikova Gilmore. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I think the silver foiling with the purple goes quite well. Would not normally choose silver with purple, but I do like it. This is the side of it and the back. Like the elements in it, like a big chandelier here, and then there is a doll here and a bug and like a candlestick. Can you see it here? Yeah. A key. And oh wait, don't forget the spine, which is quite intriguing. It has the same elements that you see on the back in the foiling. And this is about a haunted house, if I'm correct, about it's a gothic ghost story. I'm going to show you the naked hardback now. There's no reverse dust jacket, but this is the naked hardback, again with the silver foiling on the purple, which is nice, and certain elements are like a spider here. Certain elements are back again, and then the side, here's the original key, and the end papers are simple, but I like them. I love the chandelier, little spider hanging from it, and the back one has a beautiful, I'd say, Victorian doll. I'm not sure it is Victorian, but that's what it seems to me. And like I said, it's a ghost story. I'll show you the synopsis. There it is. And then we're on to the last book. And it's a book I did not expect to get, but was really looking forward to buying. I had a subscription to I'll Create YA, but like I said, I had skipped that one. But shortly before we went on our holiday, I got the message that I could also get the I'll Create adult subscription now. And I knew that the first book that I could get, the December book, was a book I was really looking forward to. I already have 2 other editions of this book. So I jumped to the opportunity, and I have it here in my hands. By the way, if you'd like to see the other 2 editions, I will be posting them on my Instagram account. I'm not going to make an entire separate video of them again, but find me on Insta and you can see all the beautiful editions there. One of them is also a Fairyloot edition, which is gorgeous too, but this one is beautiful as well. And it's The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but it is absolutely beautiful. It's completely different than the other editions that I have. It's a lot darker, but it feels very magical with the gold foiling, the gold birds flying around. You see the lanterns here in the corner, and an old tree which wraps around, by the way. So you have the side here, and it's still, and then at the back you have the tree here and another one of those birds, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Then the sprayed edges they're very beautiful, but they're also quite fun, because when you look here you see a stretching cat, and then you look to the side, you see the lantern, and I think this might be a phoenix. I hope you can see it there. And this is like a tea ceremony. And then on the bottom is another cat, a walking one this time. It ties in beautifully with the book, and I really like it. First, the reverse dust jacket, which is not entirely my preferred style. It's very colorful, very red, but I like that it's here. Then you have the naked hardback, which has a very soft touch feel, which I really like. Another one, another phoenix. I think it's absolutely magical. Then the side, it is foiled, by the way, but more of a glossy foil, yellowish gold, glossy foil. And on the back you have the lanterns again, and another teapot, and I think this is a dagger, and well, it has several elements, and I really like how it ties in with each other. But what I like most of all of this book is the end papers. I really like this art style. It's almost, it gives like a romantic feel. The woman with the cart and the donkey and then the sea, and well, I'd say it's a sunset, or I don't know, it's dusk or dawn, but it's really, really beautiful. I like it. And then on the back you have different end paper, and it's just fun. It looks like a group of people sitting around the fire, and he's telling a tale, and it's almost like a performance, and you see their faces, they're all enjoying it, and I think it's great. Really like it very much. So happy to receive this one as well. And that's all. Those are the 19 books I got in December. 90 books to add to my already quite substantial TBR. But you like books or you like books? This is also the end of this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to. You can find me on Goodreads and on Instagram. All the links are in the description. And I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye!